Hello, I am Lukewarm Holiday,
And I'm Marissa.
and we are going to watch Brave footage from the Koenji Cube channel. Alright, so this is Brave, one of the suits I'm most looking forward to playing and have played briefly.
Yeah, ever since I showed footage of Brave, in fact, I think possibly from this channel to you.
No, it was literally this video. Also, okay, right off the bat, he has a command dash. He has no MA mode. The only time you see him as a plane, he's doing his command dash, which means he's going to go left or right for a brief moment, or directly towards him, and then fly straight towards him. He can cancel that into a special stance, which you will see shortly, which can lead to quite a lot of craziness very fast. He's got a very good Garobi for poking, as you can see there. That becomes more and more important the better you get with this suit. His melee pursuit speed is very fast. Now, what's the cost for how fast he gets to move? Well, the suit has 0 omicons. 0 fast falls at all. But you can do giant stall sequences like this. And I'll try to explain what he's actually doing as the video progresses. So, what enables all the craziness... Hang on a second. He has an amazing super.
Yeah. One of the best.
Alright, round over. Let's go next.
Okay.
Alright, so what the heck just happened?
Okay, so if you're familiar with G versus Flag, you might be able to follow what's going on a little bit better because the rules are fairly similar, and there's a command dash mode that can cancel into various things. It's just that basically literally everything Brave has is better than Flag, and not only is the basic attacks better than Flag, in buffed up mode, almost all of his attacks get even better. Like whenever he uses his CSA, you'll see him strike a little pose,
And he turns purple.
and he turns purple. Yeah, that's him invoking Brave.
Gotta get that purple stuff.
Yeah, like he just did it there. It just buffs the next move that he does, and that includes his main. So one of the interesting things with the suit is that you have to be quite careful about how you use your main, because you can't just poke with it constantly, because otherwise you'll eat up your CSA charge and it'll be wasted, because all it does is buff the main's damage a little bit. Oh, it does almost nothing, whereas it has a big effect on almost all of his other moves.
Now, I actually learned something interesting in that you have to be careful about his missiles, because sometimes you want him to be powered up because it shoots 4 missiles out in a fan. But when you do the 4 missiles opposed to only shooting 2, you actually carry less momentum. So when you're doing cancel route, big cancel sequences, which are what you see them doing when they keep transforming into the melee mode and keep stalling and flying up into the air, they're basically doing command dash, stance, missile, or not stance. They do command dash, missiles, command dash, stance, B, CSA, and CSA is very low recovery time, so then they can cancel that into another. They can chain that to another command dash when it recovers.
Yeah, the thing is that technically at the end of all of his sequences, you would just fall into, or you would have to wait for the full recovery. But what Brave players do is they use their CSA activation to cancel out of the recovery of whatever command dash move they're doing, basically, and then continue canceling.
At the end of that round there, that Garobi has amazing correction point blank, but it travels quite slow. So if you manage to sneak your way directly next to someone, and this suit is very fast, so if you're good at making reads, like this person's trying to ignore me, you can fly directly into them and just plant that straight in their face, and it's going to hit, basically. They can't get out of the way. Downsides. The moment you enter your command dash, if they input a step, the Garobi will no longer follow where they're moving. It will shoot the point at where they stepped. So if they see you enter command dash, they can step at any time and not have to worry about your Garobi anymore. Another weakness of the command dash is it is insanely boost hungry. And I never quite checked if this suit just has low boost, or if it's straight up just the command dash is so boost hungry that this suit ends up red all the time. And that becomes very hard to manage when your suit has no fast fall.
It's also the fact that all of his moves, even the sideways movement, do move him towards people. He doesn't have a really good way to get out. at all. He
has a good way to go up,
yeah,
and that's what you do.
Like Brave basically put all of his points into offense. Like he has his defense is actually just doing layered offense. You just basically do so many layers of offense.
Well, even his offensive tools are quite mediocre. It's just you have to power up the Garobi to get the good version. The missiles are above average, but like he's pretty basic for a 2.5k. It's just he has the ability to just teleport exactly where it needs to go.
Yeah, you have to be very careful about ignoring this suit. And in fact, a lot of
right
players,
here, he could not get away from the Destiny, but he could start doing his stance. He did stance into 2B into CSA, and that gives you insane vertical momentum.
And to comment a little bit on the super, like part of what makes the super so good is because the suit is so good at getting right next to people. Like, if they aren't trying to get away from you, then like a lot of shit is just gonna fucking hit them basically. Whereas, if they didn't like make a hard committal avoid or something, like they didn't like step or block, then the super will just basically hit because it effectively moves his hitbox forward like a dramatic amount when it activates.
Oh, those missiles have insane vertical guidance.
Yeah. Like his super is like the equivalent of like having like a Destiny finger or a Banshee grab like come out basically instantly. He just has a giant wall of hitbox like appear in front of him almost instantly. So yeah, lots
it has
of traits
no super
combined.
armor though. Don't be too reckless, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this suit that make it pretty unique. I think we've mostly explained the gist of most of what's going on so far, so maybe we can actually comment on what's going on in these matches right now.
Yeah, I have one more comment in that. Despite the fact the suit goes overheat very easily, he remains very threatening when he's in overheat because his command dash lets him move around.
Yeah, just like you can see here, it's like
right here, he's in overheat, and these people are still having to worry.
He's
about
getting
him.
double locked. They have to be double locked to be punished for going into overheat. Basically, that's the thing. If you leave one person to do it, then they won't really be able to get a consistent punish. Okay. Anyway, let's see. So this Brave player is playing with the Destiny, which is a pretty good combination because Destiny likes when people don't look at him. He just wings of lights into their face.
He can also make people look at him.
Oh, look at the correction on that Garobi. That was a good example of it right there. Brave turned like almost like all the way around and all the way down immediately. Now he's like, oh well, I'm gonna get punished for this landing. I'm not gonna take the landing. I'm just gonna keep stalling, and then Destiny is immediately there to punish the person going on his partner. Now, Destiny did die, but the Brave doesn't care. He's still stalling in the air. He hasn't touched the ground for I don't know how long at this point, but he got a random missile hit, and he's just confirming it into melee.
It's been about 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. After about like I think the limit is 25 seconds before you fall to the ground, and you can't do anything else. So the suit can't do it forever, but definitely can do it a very long time. I believe if you get hit, then actually your timer resets as well, though. So
yes,
if
you get hit, if you block, I think if you block.
Yeah, if you get hit by a random hit, then you can keep going again, basically. So unless they finish the combo, you can still keep going.
But most of what I noticed at higher level is teams become very good at both keeping an eye. I think audio cues might also help you with this suit to fight it because he likes to call out exactly when he's going in. Okay, we have X2 and I didn't see what the front is. I think it was turn A. Yeah, it's turn A. He's still just taking advantage. Turn A didn't look at Brave for 2 seconds, and Brave immediately flew in and got a melee off. X2 really wanted to worry about Destiny, but suddenly Brave is now the problem. Anyway, when I watch high-level teams, they become much more proficient at making sure that once he command dashes, the Brave's not allowed to get a safe landing. And they're just better at not falling for angles to where they're not going to be able to hit the Brave while he's stalling and just start ignoring him. So then the Brave has to start making decisions. Okay, do I want to turn around and go back in when I'm still in overheat? Do I want to try and land? And most of the time, they can just react and punish any of those options if they're ready for you. So it's mostly up to your front to start making some pressure to bail you out. Ooh, that was a nice block from that X2.
Yeah, he was looking for that block. Okay, Brave has decided he wants to overcross, so he's pushing in. Yeah, there we go.
Doesn't even need to do anything fancy, just follows up his destiny and BRs him.
Yeah, like, I think this suit, one of its biggest problems is just it's a bit volatile. Like, it doesn't, because its defensive options are quite poor. Like, if people are going in on it, sure, it can stall.
I was fairly impressed. Ooh, he blocked that.
Yeah,
he canceled his Garaby and blocked it. Good. Yeah. He kept his lock on Brave.
I do think it's a more inconsistent suit than a lot of other backs in this game right now, which is why it's considered a bit worse. But it's worth noting that this suit has performed well in tournaments before. Like
when I watched it at PDF, usually what the strategy was, instead of just going in and aping on people the whole game like this guy's doing. Keep in mind this is closer to launch and skill levels are much more varied. As you can see by just the ranks of the people in the game, like this player's bronze rank, Destiny silver rank, and all the other Koenji videos around this time all have similarly low ranked people because the pool was just not well defined yet. The good players didn't start getting ahead and getting to gold / master ranks, etc. But the PDF player I watched was mostly just trying to poke with the Garobi until someone tried to come to him to deal with him, because that is an extremely good Garobi, and if you're confident in aiming that, like, you don't need to be near your partner to contribute in the match until your Garobi's on gold down. So he would just wait, and someone like Darkhound would come chase him, and then he starts to do his stall sequences. And he can actually counterplay people very well who come to him, because he basically has infinite boost.
Yeah, if it's a 1v1, Brave is very strong with his stalling, for sure. It's just that, like, it's just difficult for him to exert offensive presence instead if he's not, like, running away from people first with the Garobi. That's all. And there's Sport.
There's the super.
Yeah. One of the best parts, I think, like, underrated part of that is, like, if people burst out of it, you just, like, you're still charging forward because it's a grab. Like,
no, it's a grab, so yeah, you just start entering a fall state immediately.
Yeah, but it carries all the momentum that you were going because you're flying so fast during it. It's great. Yeah, but anyway, I think let's see. So here we have Barbatos and another Destiny. Barbatos is kind of low right now. Destiny got tagged. This is definitely a suit that you'd want to have a reliable front with. You wouldn't want to play this suit like...
Now see that Garobi just went straight up into the air? That's because the Destiny step, the command dash really... Who are they fighting?
It's Destiny Barbatos. It's Destiny.
Okay, it was Destiny. I was like, wait, did I just confuse the opponent with the teammate? But no, it is Destiny. The Destiny stepped the command dash early, so the Garobi ended up just shooting straight up into nothing. Because that's where the Destiny was.
That was a pretty snazzy way of getting out of that. And now it's a total clusterfuck over there. But
I just like whenever I wonder where Destiny is and he's like at the skybox, because Destiny has a very strong ability to disengage. That's another reason what makes this team comp really good, is if the Destiny gets in trouble and starts to stall in the air, right? Like, if the Brave has good timing and they're still trying to chase the Destiny, he can come in and get some really free hits while the Destiny goes to the skybox and waits for a chance to land.
the only problem with, like, I was just pointing out, like, I don't know if people have been paying attention, but one of the only problems with his Bendy Garobi, which is very good when it's buffed, range, consumes a hell of a lot of boost. He's always in red after.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you do anything with this suit and you're in red. It shocked me. I'm wondering if his boost total is just low, or
I think it's just a lot of his moves just consume a lot of boost. I think
same.
Yeah.
Norn Sandrock.
Oh, the
Norn team, I just realized.
Yeah, the Norn blue balls just didn't reach there. They actually just dissipated right next to Brave. That was kind of funny. Also, I wouldn't call this the full boost team. This is the Maxi team. but
Yeah.
it's Maxi on, not Maxi.
I wanted to say it was the easiest team to succeed with, but full armor unicorns and full boost.
Let's not get into that. This is Maxi on.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides all the, like the crazy stuff that's going on that the suit does constantly and the pressure it can exert, what would you say is like the one of the most important things for a Brave player to be able to do you think? Like, because you were talking a little bit about the stalling stuff, but like, would you mind explain like exactly how how exactly do you stall basically?
You basically... Oh, how do you stall? I just use it to get out of jams. I'm just like, well, plan failed. Let's see how long I can waste their time. Because wasting their time is the most unsung important skill in this game. Is if you mess up and you recognize you mess up and you know you're going to get hit, just waste as much time as you can. Give your partner a chance to bail you out or keep their focus. If they're ignoring you while you're wasting time, then that's bad. You should probably look at... So how would you stall with this suit in particular? Basically, when you do an offensive sequence and you don't get the hit, you're going to start stalling. That's basically how this suit works. If you misjudge that you have a hit, you fly in, and your hit misses, whether you do a Garobi or a sub or whatever, you're in too deep, and it's unlikely you're going to be able to find a safe landing. So you have to just stall.
Yeah, like even if you actually get the hit, if the other partner is ready for it, then like you probably have to just stall anyway, just so you don't get punished by the other guy. Yeah.
I might actually type the stall sequences in the description.
Okay. Oh, this Wing Zero really wants to land something, but just can't get it because Brave is like, nah, I'm just chilling.
Because the important ones are his missiles can chain into command dash, and the other.
They don't chain if they're out of ammo, though, correct? Or
yes.
That's So he can't. That chain is only available when he has ammo. Otherwise, you have to use the command dash to cancel out of melee routes. I think that's the usual option.
If you're not doing the MG route, you literally just wait for the CSA to recover, because CSA has such little recovery. They dumpstered that Versago.
Well, I mean, the Wing Zero spent all this time trying to catch the Brave and just couldn't do it, and then Destiny just slam dunked him.
It's another reason to stall. Hey, there's a 3K chasing me, and he's going to outboost me and punish my landing, right? Like, eventually you start to recognize when he's going to trump you, and then you just choose to go, okay, time to go into time-wasting mode. Hope my teammate can do something in the meantime. Because you're a lower cost occupying the higher cost. That's usually a good bet.
As long as you don't take damage, yeah.
That was a big boy combo.
Yeah, full combo. Oh, he just had the Versago did not expect him to have a little bit of boost left after all that, so that step into more command dash stuff worked out really well.
Yeah, like, that was a good example of skill kind of making those players panic, so they didn't know whether they need to focus on the Brave or the Destiny, and the Destiny just kind of shredded them every time they looked up at the Brave. I imagine it takes a bit of matchup experience as well as just being good to understand like the timings of when do I want to look at the Brave, make sure he's in check, and then go back and make sure the front isn't slam dunking me.
I think that a lot of better backs can just like kind of stay on Brave. I think and just like harass him enough without committing too hard. That's the important thing.
Well, that's the ideal, but once it's already in a scramble, it's like, ugh. But Brave thrives in the scramble, so the ND team's probably going to try to avoid it. Another thing is, this suit can't front. It can't front at all.
Yeah, if people are looking at it, if both players are looking at it, it struggles to do anything. So it definitely has some issues running. You basically will just end up playing this like a suit that just boost hops in front of people and presses main every now and then, if you're having to front with this thing, usually.
You basically just float around and pray they get too greedy on your partner. Flew Saki into... Oh no, Master, you didn't... You were too afraid.
He was scared of Destiny, and I think maybe he had some good reason too, because he just died. First even. Well, Barbatos couldn't get a punish with the extend. In fact, he's going down. And Master doesn't have a burst for a while because he died in burst, so he won't be able to push anything anytime soon. This isn't actually too bad for the other team though. Barbatos is an extend burst, so when Barbatos is gonna die and get an overcost, but Master has a lot of HP to burn, and Barbatos is pretty good at running away. And both Destiny and Brave are the same health total, so that Brave has to burst. No overcost there.
I like seeing how apparent it is with this suit when some person like is worse with one of the suit's tools. So this guy like just throws out the missiles pretty randomly, and
I wouldn't say
isn't
randomly,
really.
but...
I wouldn't say randomly either, but like his landing punish timings are not as on point as I've seen before. And then I'll watch other Braves and like they just don't use the Garo Beam, and I'm like, why? It's so good, but they're gold rank, so I'm like, well, they know what they're doing, but...
Yeah, Barbatos is just gonna chill. Is Barbatos gonna get another extend burst? Is he holding on to it just in case? Brave doesn't have one. Okay, that was kind of a throw with Destiny. Destiny was tried to ignore the enemy master player too much, for the most part.
And he got supered.
Brave, I think both Brave and Destiny kind of like beeline Barbatos too much, and like considering Barbatos was extend burst, I think that was kind of a bad idea.
Yeah.
Can't ignore Master too hard. Anyway, let's see. This is Faz and GPO3. Wow,
Oof.
full screen Garaby, yo.
Just do it.
Just do it. Nice team combo there.
Please note, regular main, missiles main did not down someone as this suit. You have no fast falls and you have to commit at least 3 main shots to get it down. I think it'll down if it's powered.
That's because there's extra missiles in there, but yeah.
I mean, if one of the mains powered, I think it'll work.
Oh,
as well.
maybe that's true. I don't know.
No, wait, no. That was missiles main and it downed. Now I'm confused. I don't know why that sequence didn't down. Oh, you're getting unblockable. Oh, he dropped the unblockable.
Oh, the assist helped a lot there.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Right at the start, he actually uses the assists like almost like boomerangs. He gets really close to a person, uses the assists, and the assists just come out when you activate command dash.
Stall. Go away, GPO3, go away. GPO3 really wants to hit him, but he's just not getting it. Okay, they got a hit.
It's very hard to actually use the assists properly because you just want the command dash. You don't actually want to line up the assist. But they can all actually be used as like pseudo boomerangs because they will come out at your sides and they will catch step movement and let you melee.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that like the command dash isn't actually tied to the command dash itself has no cooldown, even though the assists that come with it do. It's kind of
yeah.
Kind of weird.
It's a very unique suit. Oh, just do it. The GPO3 actually stepped, it just didn't happen in time. Because as the Brave was sliding, the Garaby was going away from the GPO3.
Honestly, it's not a terrible idea to just 8B a Brave who's flying into your face either, with a lot of suits.
If you have a fast melee, absolutely, because the missiles are actually pretty slow to come out.
Humbravi and New Gundam. Well, New can't exert enough offensive pressure to bother Brave. Humbravi is kind of mediocre in this game. They nerfed like everything about this suit, so I definitely think that the Brave Destiny team have an advantage.
I'm not
here.
confident saying that. Every time I feel like that's the case, by the end of Maxi, they ended up giving it most of what it had back. It just has a bad main. But Bravi not having a good main probably is what keeps it in chains, to be honest. I'll have to investigate that.
Destiny and New Gundam are fairly even on health. New Gundam has a little bit of advantage. Nice catch. Just once again, Brave just teleports in, gets some free damage. Okay, forcing out the bursts. Oh no! Oh, that was a good sequence. Finish that down. Meanwhile, Bravi is getting dumpstered at the other end of the map by S-Burst Destiny, and now he's trapped in the corner. Now, New doesn't know whether to shoot Brave or to shoot Destiny, and just gets hit anyway because he couldn't make up his mind. I mean, one of the worst things about this is if you just decide to ignore Brave, he can still teleport into your face and get over you or something, right? Like, you see him like, oh, he's just stalling over there, right? It's not the same as other suits when they're stalling. Like, if a suit like Dragon Gundam
I think Brave almost
in the air,
ran it to the overheat penalty, or he did. I don't know if there's a graphic to indicate the.
No, yeah, there is. It's like in It's like in G-Versus.
Okay.
You'll get like an electric crumbling animation. But it's like if you ignore Brave when he's doing this kind of crap above you, then you're still liable to get caught. Like you can't just turn your back to him and think, and he can't finish a combo. All he can do is a falling PR or something. Like it's not like other suits that are stalling. You still have to be kind of scared of him even if he is stalling. That's one of the biggest problems. That's why the New got kind of confused there. Wasn't sure quite what to do. Oh, that was a nice block. Just like boosting up for it.
He's just getting collect the free meter.
Yeah,
collect the free meter.
Yeah, with extend burst especially, this is like very good because the earlier you can get your extend flip burst, like the better.
Especially for a suit like this, it lets you just go absolutely ham when you want to. Because you just have your get out of jail free card, and it's like, I'm still a problem.
Is that G-Mecha? Yeah, this is G-Mecha.
Yeah.
Not getting away that easily.
Yeah, the G-Mecha really didn't want to deal with them, and Brave said, you have to. You literally have to.
Oh, and then New is trying to punish, and then Destiny's there.
That was a good example of how fast the recovery on the CSA was, because you got that block out in response to...
G-Mecha just wants to run away, you just can't get away. You can't get away!
Like, you basically use the activation time on CSA to, like, assess what's going on, and if you see bullets coming at you, just panic block.
Uh-oh. Okay, no, he blocked a lot of it. He's at, like, 376 life when he bursted there, so he'll definitely get another one. He'll definitely get another extend burst by his next life.
That E-burst was greedy.
It's okay. He'll get another one.
I think they're just ending the game.
Yeah, they're kind of just dumps. Like this is definitely like a suit that like Maxi On in general is a game where you need to understand matchups. Like really need to understand matchups to get anywhere in this game. And Brave is definitely a suit that if you're not familiar with it, it can wreak havoc.
I don't know. Like the easy answers are if it does anything, it'll be landing punishable, right? But like that doesn't quite help. There's a clear difference between when I watch teams who are competent at dealing with Brave, and Brave kind of has to just chill most of the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of what's going on.
He becomes a surprise attack suit, not a ham suit, where you either come to him to deal with him or he surprise attacks.
It's a lot of focus to try to like to keep him in check though. Like like this isn't trivial. Also, that's a GPO1. Holy crap! I haven't seen one of those in a long time. The forgotten like C or B tier 2Ks.
Has he ever been good?
I think he was okay at Next. But he had the problem that he spawned as a 1K first. Like, the actual 2K version of GPO1 was good in Next, but you had to do your first life as a 1K.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, the first mode was actually better. Or something. Or was it the other way around?
It's the other way.
One of them was useless. I just remember playing it and being like, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, this is another... I'm surprised this...
I am going to super you. Do not...
Why is this fuck not purged yet? I don't understand. Like, you get faster when you purge, dude. Like, come on. You're not getting away from Brave with all that extra weight on you. You gotta take the weighted clothes off.
You just can't handle the G-forces.
Okay, turn X.
Turn X.
That's Tallgeese 3 back there. It's still a back in this game. It's not in God mode 3K yet.
Yeah, it's in EX versus 2.
Yeah.
Tallgeese 3 becomes a very strong 3K.
And Destiny was there to pick up. Push.
Just sit, stall, and wait for him to leave you alone. One thing that you see when you see higher level players is they're better at getting in his vectors to actually hit him during this sequence. So it's less free. Oh, he dust downs after his melee, neutral melee combo.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to finish the whole melee. Yeah, if he has no boost to do any more kind of chains.
One of his stance moves we haven't really gotten to see much as a helm splitter, and sometimes you'll see the reason why that move exists is you'll fly up to someone and overheat, hit missiles, activate command dash, activate stance, and then helm splitter them, and it's a full knockdown.
It also goes up quite a long way, and it can also get him to the ground. Like, it's probably one of the better ways to get to the ground if you have to, but the problem is it goes forward. It can only ever go forward, because Brave always faces his target when he does the command dash. Like, a lot of other command dashes you can use in Greenlock, right? And you'll just go the direction that, right?
I love that Garoby.
Do you get what I mean? Like, if you use a command dash and you're not looking at them in Greenlock, you'll just go towards the direction you're facing, right? But Brave doesn't have that. He always goes forward, so you can't use it to like Greenlock, helm splitter yourself to the ground at a different angle like you can in other character 2Ds.
I like this turn X. Brave got remotely near it, and he just immediately 6 speed. Just no. Stop. Thing is, if you don't get a full down, then Brave is going to continue being obnoxious. Closest thing I can compare that to is like full boost Charzaku 2, where if you don't finish it down when he's in 9 times the speed, you've just created like an even bigger problem than if you never hit him at all. Because you just got more boost back from the tech.
EXS Zeta. Yeah, I don't think Zeta's gonna be able to stop Brave that very well.
EXS is stopping Destiny though.
Yeah. That was a good snipe. Actually, they're doing better than I thought they would.
If EXS isn't occupied, every single landing is like a free punish for him.
Wouldn't quite say free, but you have to be careful.
It's pretty easy to landing punish Brave. Honestly, he could probably get sniped during a lot of his sequences if he had good time.
I mean, AXS has a Garo. Like, this is so early. This is prior to EXS buffs. I don't think he has the Garo snipe at this point in the game. But like in the version that we'll get, EXS's snipe is actually a Garoby, or rather, you can do a Garoby version of the snipe. Yeah, this is kind of evened out thanks to a couple of Garoby hits. Destiny doing good in the front. Brave's just gonna be waiting for Destiny to create an opportunity, and other meanwhile just Garoby. Yeah, there we go. Okay, he was looking to immediately kill Zeta in a 2v1, but
Destiny big dead.
Yeah. And he's not going to burst on his first life this time, most likely, because just didn't have... Oh no, he cancelled his melee a little too early. Okay, he had to do that there. Yeah, that was...
Oh, you green-locked yourself for the super.
Yeah, like...
Tragic.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like he cancelled his melee with CSA before it actually hit the EXS. Yeah, he's not going to get another extend burst, so this is a pretty dangerous situation, but yeah, Zeta's died too, but one
Destiny
snipe
basically
is
just going all in, trying to end it on Zeta.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
Destiny's
man,
really
Destiny's
low too.
one
This
hit
could be
from left.
yeah, this could be bad. I think I jinxed the
Might be
game by saying
Oh!
I think I got advantage.
Oh, S-Burst. S-Burst Destiny alert.
Oh, Zeta was too passive. Zeta was like, I just have to run away. But no, you gotta watch
No,
your vector.
Zeta was being S-Bursted by Destiny. He had to keep moving perpendicular to Destiny, and Brave flew right into the vector and just...
No, that's
made
what
a
I'm saying though.
perfect
Like in that kind of situation, you can't just focus on moving. That's the whole thing about Brave. You have to, if you're gonna move, then be like looking. You have to be like throwing away from Destiny whilst you're looking at Brave and shooting at him. Otherwise, that's just gonna happen.
I don't know, that's like best case for Brave, to just swoop in and finish the game. Feed me the meter, Seymour.
H2 and Quanta. I think a good comparison for Brave, like to an extent, would be Heavy Arms. In the like both those suits. I'm talking about Full Boost Heavy Arms here, but like Full Boost Heavy Arms was a suit that it wasn't considered like A tier, but if it's played really well, or played by somebody who's very good at it, it can basically scratch itself into. It can basically be considered an A tier suit, in terms of like how much presence it can have. Like it has obvious problems, but it has the strengths it does have are pretty significant.
Yeah, I thought you were about to compare them in function.
Oh no,
Like,
no,
could it be
function.
more
Just
different.
No. I just mean in this like the sense that like they're both technically mid tiers that can hang with the top tiers because they have such a strong toolkit that if you can deal with the negatives, then it can ride with high tiers.
I feel like Destiny Finger got buffed because he just like swooped straight down and then like arced back up to grab him.
I'm surprised that Garrett. Oh no, it's because Quanta had bits on. I was like, how did Quanta not get hit by that Garrett? Oh, bits. Okay.
Goodbye, Bits.
Transam?
It's super time.
Oh yeah. Also, honestly, like I mean, I think this goes without saying, but it does help Brave a lot that his super is Transam because then he goes 3 times as fast in his stupid freaking command dash and everything, which is already absurdly fast. Like, yeah, that's like, I would say that's a pretty big factor over a suit like, say, Flag, who just doesn't have a Transam.
I just like that he has a dialogue with Zex because they're both people who are like dying because of the G-forces.
I think by the time I'm not sure if like if these this is getting into some serious nerdy lore stuff, but like I don't know if like these models of suits like don't have like G-force inhibitors or whatever. So because like
I think later versions of the Tallgeese did,
yeah.
like the Endless Waltz Tallgeese or something.
Yeah, I think it's the same for Brave. It has like in the Flag Ram was eating cheese constantly, but I think in this one he's not because he does some even crazier stuff in the movie. Anyway, back to the game. We got Tallgeese 2 and Gun Easy.
Yeah, 2.5k, 1k team.
1.5k.
Oh yeah. Pardon me.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't catch. Just a little bit just right at the end of the reach there. Good luck getting this punish, Gun Easy. Oh, there's the Hail Splitter. There's the Hail Splitter.
I feel like the weaker 1.5ks will be pretty good for Brave to deal with because they're always pretty low on boost. God, those missiles arc downward so much. You always want to make sure you get one extra boost dash out.
Oh, that was insane! That CSA into target swap block straight right there. That was really good. He even interrupted his melee string for it. I'm not sure if that was on purpose.
Oh, he tried to get the landing punish.
And how long has he been in the air right now? Oh, and he cancelled his Garrett CSA.
Nope, can't stop. We're going in.
Oh my goodness, that was insane. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh no. That didn't finish properly because of the wall or something.
I think he just didn't know what to do.
We've been going for about 40 minutes with this. Would you like to... I think there's a specific match you wanted to show, right? Where was it?
We're gonna be... The next one is it, so
Okay.
we're good.
That's perfect, then.
This one actually went by pretty quick because I had to scramble for so long to explain what the heck's going on. And it's probably still inadequate, but...
New and Gotcha.
So, let's see. Destiny's been getting chipped by stuff. He must have got caught by Goddard.
Missiles and such, yeah. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful! Punishes Gotran for looking at Destiny and instantly punishes New for comboing Destiny. That's a huge swing right there. I don't care about your... I don't care about your funnel shield. I don't care. I don't care you took out of my combo. I'm still here. Oh, you took a landing? Goodbye. Gotran's doing actually pretty good against Destiny in 1v1 though.
Oh,
yes, he still
disrespect.
He still has the seppuku attack. He's not quite.
Yeah, so that attack does about like 180 to himself.
But it does.
It might be less than that.
It's a very high damage hit either way. Usually they're doing so well.
Time.
Oh, it just went all the way into the sky. You can't rise out of that.
You can't run. You must fight. Fight me, coward.
That's Ray's motto. Fight me, coward.
Basically. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you.